Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. Okay. I call it the regular dude because I'm just a regular guy. I'm not anything special. But we're just walking through the Bible here, looking at the Bible verse by verse, and making it come alive to each one of us as we read it. And just in simple fashion. I hopefully don't use big theological words and make it all complicated, but just try and simplify this out to tell the message that God has for us through the Bible. And that's what we're doing here. Today, our message is entitled, Filled with the Spirit of God for ... The Spirit of God has filled you, and we've received the gifts of the Spirit. We have the fruit of the Spirit too. But the gifts that God has given us, sometimes we get the idea that the Spirit of God fills us and I can only preach. That's all I can do is just preach. Well, no, the Spirit of God has filled us and it's given us other gifts. And you're going to see today, these guys weren't preaching, but it does say the Spirit of God filled them to do these things, okay? To do these things, and it was like doing construction and stuff like that. You're thinking, the Spirit of God has filled me to be a construction worker? Yeah, He's filled you to be a construction worker. So anyway, this is what it's called today, filled with the Spirit of God for, and then you can fill in the blanks there. And it's taken from Exodus 35, verses 30, and we're going to go all the way through chapter 36, verse 2. Okay, it's not that long, really, but it says this, Then Moses said to the Israelites, See, the Lord has chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, and son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and He has filled him with the Spirit of God. First thing there, He has filled him with the Spirit of God. So this guy that I just mentioned, Bezalel, he's mentioned earlier, and God says, choose him because I've filled him with the Spirit of God to do these things, okay? So that's the first thing. Whatever we need to be, whatever ministry we're doing, whatever it is, whether it be in construction or whatever type of thing, we have to be filled with the Spirit of God. We can't be doing this on our own, okay? You can try and do it on your own, but you're not doing God's work then. You're just doing your own work. So He is filled with the Spirit of God, with wisdom and understanding, with knowledge, and with all kinds of skill, to make artistic designs for the work in gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of artistic crafts. And He had given him an Oholabab, son of Ashmark, of the tribe of Dan, the ability to teach others. Okay, so not only do these two guys, you just heard that list of everything that he wasn't just like a guy that worked with gems. Okay, this guy designed gold and silver and all kinds of things. Did all these things. A very diverse guy with his skills here. And he has another guy, but not only that, he was also to teach them. So you'll run into guys and they're good at what they do, but they're terrible at teaching others how to do that. But these guys were good at what they do, and then they were able to teach others also. He has filled them with the skill to do all kinds of work as engravers, designers, embroiderers in blue and purple and scarlet and yarn, and fine linen and weavers, all of them skilled workers and designers. Not only has God given them the ability to work with the gold and stuff, but then also fabric, okay? You don't see those two cross very much today. You might see, imagine you see the guy, the construction worker that he's building a house, and then he goes home at night and sews up curtains for the house. Don't see that much today. But these guys had all that. They were skilled at that. So Bezalel and Oholab and every skilled person to whom the Lord had given skill and the ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord commanded. Verse 2, Then Moses summoned Bezalel and Oholab and every skilled person to whom the Lord had given the ability and who was willing to come and do the work. Okay? So it goes back to what I said right at the beginning. You have to be filled with the Spirit of God in order to do this work. And don't think that it's only ministry. You're filled with the Spirit of God only to preach. Okay, you're filled with the Spirit of God to do many different things that God has given you to do. And I won't list all those things, because when I start doing that, it limits it. But your imagination can go wild here with everything that God has given you to do with that. So use those gifts that God has given you for His kingdom and to glorify Him. And look for that. All right? And we're filled with the Spirit of God. You're filled with the Spirit of God to do what? That's up to you. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Exodus. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.